When I first heard about the Port of Gaza months ago, it made me think that this is something that Philip K. Dick would invent, part of science fiction, if he was on really bad drugs. The reason why it is a monstrous idea is because, think about it, what he initially proposed, and this is still going on, is that a private company headed by him for life will annex the occupied land of Gaza. And interestingly, the Europeans, they went along with that because they thought it was only about Gaza. But it wasn't. They were wrong. It was much bigger than that. It was all about, as we now see, replacing the international order that came out of 1945, the carnage of the Second World War, the Holocaust, and so on. So in a sense, Trump has all his work done for him by placid European centrists who went along with a policy of trashing international law and creating the circumstances for him to create his private company and say, right, I'm taking over the world. Here in Europe, we have manufactured a European Union and a monetary union for decades now in a manner that it was always subservient to the United States, always acquiescent towards the dollar zone, towards the authority of the Federal Reserve. Never did the Europeans try to create. It's not that they tried and failed. They never wanted to create a sustainable, independent Europe. And now they are running around like a headless chicken, bleeding around, in apoplexy, but without a plan. There is no European plan, for instance, for Ukraine. There's no. What happened when, President Trump orders the Marines to go into Venezuela and abduct Maduro, whatever one thinks about Maduro? Did they protest the violation of international law? No, because they, again, like in the case of the Board of Peace in Gaza, they thought that this is for brown people, for the people in the developing world. So this is, as a European, I'm far more cross with our own leaders here who, now protest, but it's too late.